back, the further you go back, the browner everybody gets, anyways. And then this whole idea of race, the way we
The
presently look at it,
colorism.
is not
Yes, it
historically.
didn't exist.
It never was. It never was a thing. It
Yeah,
never was a thing. So you trying to go back retro and look at history and then put your freaking racial lens on it, you're gonna be fucked up.
exactly.
Elliot says belief is not equivalent to knowing. I agree with that. The only ancestors I can trace are natives. My deep history is tainted. Man, I wanna do a real historical dive one day on that shit. I swear. And get all the names together. I already got some recordings and stuff. I got this notes somewhere where there's names, and I'm gonna just use those names and see how far I can go. Let me play this.
What the Shade Room is. Power Family has got to say on. This is like a quick impromptu live, and it's just because I saw a video on a page that I follow, and I get that it's real trendy right now to talk about the things that Black men and Black women argue about. I get that it's really popular or trendy right now to kind of like bat the Black man and the Black woman against each other. But I would really hope that the pages that claim to be empowering Black people, I would hope that you aren't playing into dividing Black people up. And I have to be real with you. I am not for that. Go find a husband, go find a wife out of the country bullshit. If that's your thing, that's your thing. If you want to go out of the country and you find love with another Black person out of the country, look, that's beautiful. But bashing the Black people here because you can't find yourself a suitable partner because you haven't improved whatever you need to improve about yourself to find someone here at home. Let's be real. Nobody understands the Black woman here in America like the Black man in America. Nobody understands the Black man in America like the Black woman in America. And we can sit here and try to escape the reality of our issues at home, but marrying outside of the Black community here in America is not going to solve the problems of the Black community here in America. And if you're not about solving the problems in the Black community in America, then stop acting like you're a page that's here to empower Black people, because all you're doing is playing into this divide game that these oppressors have pushed upon us to further cause resentment and negative emotions towards each other so we can further put each other down. You want to shit on Black women in America? Fine, go do that shit in silence somewhere else, but stop playing pretending like you're for us when you're really just playing the divide game. You're just playing the numbers game. If it's just for popularity, be the page that's there for popularity, like the Shade Room. We know what the Shade Room is. We don't expect Black empowerment from the Shade Room. But for some of you pages that act like you're about empowering Black people, for you to constantly post content that will continuously divide Black people, the Black man and the Black woman, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And maybe you should take a look at yourself about the content that you post and the reactions that you know that you're going to garner when you post these things. Now, do I post things that can be controversial and shit like that? Like, true, but a lot of times the things that I post, if it does garner major reactions, they're not necessarily just bashing anybody. I will ask Black women, well, what can we do to better keep our men? What are the things that we need to work on? And if that garners a huge reaction, that's fine. But I'm asking a question so we can solve the problems in our community. I'm not just throwing shit out there to just make people mad and make people feel some type of way. Some of y'all purposely post content to purposely bash Black men or purposely bash Black women. And then you just sit to the side like, yeah, but isn't it true? But isn't it true? But what's the purpose behind the reason why you're posting the damn post? What's the reason behind it? What's your intent? Are you just trying to cause grief between us? Don't we get enough of that shit all day from the pages that aren't empowering us, which is most of the pages on Instagram? I'm so tired of pages that claim to be empowering the Black community just playing us against each other. Like, literally, some of the shit you drop, it's like, You're playing something, and both sides are absolutely wrong. But you're gonna ask, well, how do y'all feel, and which side, who is right? Neither one of them is right. Both of them is dead wrong. But you playing each other. You playing us to play each other against us. Why are you doing that? What is the purpose in that? I'm so fucking tired of the divide, and I expect some of that shit from some of these popular pages. But I'm just saying, it disappoints me when I see pages that I'm fond of, because I feel like, oh, you're empowering the Black community, for y'all to just flip the script and just start posting shit that's constantly bashing a particular group of Black people just for the fuck of it. I'm tired. And I see beyond the veil. I'm gonna say this. I would hope that you would look at your content and ask yourself sometimes, sometimes I literally want to post something and I'm like, you know what? Because people are going to take this a little bit out of context of how I'm posting it. I'm being funny right now, but because this might offend some people, I won't post it. Because I don't want you to feel like I'm over here just bashing some people in the Black community, just bashing this or bashing that, this gender, that gender. Nobody trying to do that over here. Some of us really care about empowerment. And I'm going to say this. If I see your page and I start to see a trend where I feel like you're purposely batting us against each other, it's a whole different thing when you see people constantly talk about relationships, and that garners a lot of responses. But when I see that the intent is purposely to kind of like get comments or people to argue back and forth just so you can have more comments under your page or whatever the fuck it is that's motivating you to do these things, I'm just going to unfollow.
Yeah, so I like this post. Can y'all hear me? Fuck.
Yeah.
Okay. I really like this because what I've been noticing online is kind of what she's saying, and especially, remember the McDonald's thing where the woman was like, you got to buy kids, food for all of the kids and stuff. Remember that one? And it went viral. And then, like, more recently, I've been seeing more and more of these, and they're not real. They're fake as hell. And so, and then, they're staged, and then they get promoted. They go viral, and people are reposting this shit, reposting it like it's real, and like it's like this is going to help the community some kind of way. You know what I'm saying? It's not. It's getting clicks. It's getting views, and that's it. And these people aren't really trying to help or anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, but what she's saying is it's okay for you to not be wanting to help, but don't have a page that says you're empowering and you're trying to bring the community together and you're posting this shit. Let Vlad TV post that shit. Let the Shade Room post that shit. Because we know what they about.
Yeah, man. There's I feel you, because I mean, I'm a little bit provocative with some of the stuff that I post, but at the same time, it's supposed to be thought provoking. You know what I'm saying? Like something to really make people think, not necessarily to drive you to one idea or another, but just like, so I mean, I feel what she's saying, because I mean, maybe I'm a part of that. I don't know. Maybe she's talking about me to some extent, but I'm not. But I'm not pretending. Like I'm serious about. I'm trying. Like I throw things out there that's, supposed to make people really, really. It's usually political stuff at that. So it's not pitting anybody against. Well, I guess if you want to pit. No, it's not even pitting people against each other. I think it's really just like whatever political position you have is for you to really see it, maybe from a different point of view. So, but nah, I feel you. Like everything that she's saying, I agree with. Really,
yeah.
Like it's not really cool, especially in the atmosphere that we're in, where. I mean, we already got enough people that's purposely trying to, separate us. Like I was telling a guy today, like I said, back in the, when I was little, there was only a few things that separated people, race and, maybe even politics or this, that, or whatever. And shit, now it's 100 things. Like it's like,
yeah,
shit. Sexual orientation, shit, all these different bullshit, you know.
These
Which
categories, all these different categories, and then people we place. What sucks about that is we place ourselves in them, and then it's more separation. It's crazy, because I'm sure we had, let's say, LGBTQ people throughout history. You know what I'm saying? So, but anyways, let me read Elliot's comment. He says, not to be vulgar, but segregation was not a completely bad thing. We're not the same in many contexts. There was a force from the beginning of time that wants blood, just like we kill animals. That's pretty heavy right there, Elliot. We talked about that a lot about in one of the shows about how, I don't know, like integration. When I look at history, after I study history and I look at integration and I see, I don't know who, like the people who were supposed to have benefited from integration weren't.
it was
Say,
another jack move, bro.
yeah,
Like it was another like scheme and scam that a lot of people just did not see. And it was too many people that that I guess saw that or at least thought that somebody else's ice was colder than their own and wanted to be able to be a part of the, because I mean, going into these cities, like we don't all have to live together to do this or do that and whatever. Just go do what you're gonna do and shit, go on back home. Because I mean, a lot of us lost a lot when we left our farms, trying to
yep.
run to the city and do this and do that. Okay, the Industrial Revolution was going on, but who really benefited from that?
That's the question. And then we like you say, we ran to the damn cities. And then we're indulging. Look at us today. We're just indulging our vices, And it's like that's what the city is for, right? That's where you go to, like, because even to this day, you live in a country town. You're like, oh, it's boring. You have to go to the city for everything. So, but what's in the city? Debauchery.
But no, I mean, but at the same time, I mean, shoot, we could have built up our own area and made, shoot, what's wrong with bringing your own skating rink or doing your own movie theater, and which I think some places did. I mean, I think some people started being fearful because of like what happened in Tulsa and the little places in I forget the town, South Carolina. Was it Charleston? Like it was a lot of different cities where black people were prosperous and were building things up, but it wasn't enough ingenuity that went around everywhere to say, you know. But then I guess too, you have to say that there was during those times there was still in different states there was a lot of mixing that had gone on to where like it didn't make a dip. Like it's like, I mean, well, shit, we wanted them anyway until people who didn't believe in it started harassing you because, even though you might have had a white husband or a white wife or whatever, some people still gave you problems just because.
And I be saying a lot of that comes from the black community too. People want to pretend that it's not, but I mean, it comes from both sides, but they want to act like, black people racist too. Let me read Elliot's comment. He says, does Africa have nuclear bombs to protect itself? A lot of them countries don't. And that's the same reason why look at Iran. The reason why they hate Iran so much and North Korea is because they North Korea or Iran will send a missile up their ass if they come in there fucking trying to be wrong, So all these countries go into Africa and just do whatever they want because these countries can't defend themselves properly. A country that have missiles, they don't get respect. Here we go.
Hell no.
They asked him. Hold on, let me go back.
So we'll be trying to get Brittany Griner back. So
hell no. They got niggas locked up right here. Need to get out of jail for some cannabis weed.
Nah, I do
think the
agree with him
American
about
government
that.
is wrong in the mother for going over there trying to say that. Yeah, she didn't want to kneel for the.
Oh shit! What happened?
You refresh.
Fucking that dude is funny, bro. You know he be just he's a troll.
He's a troll. Yeah, nah, he is troll. But you know they got some dudes that was running up on his ass in the A, and shoot, things wasn't, you know. But shit, the way he is, shoot, you might end up with a Rico, fucking with him. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
because he's an informant. Let me play
Pretty
this.
much.
They got locked up right here need to get out of jail for some cannabis weed. And I think the American government is wrong in the mother for going over there trying to say that. Yeah, she didn't want to kneel for the national anthem. Let her do her motherfucking time. I'm a stand up. Oh, say, yeah, if she didn't want to do that, she want to kneel. So let her kneeling ass stay over there and see if the LGBT community can go get her. But we don't need to be wasting our goddamn government's time. Yeah, they can be getting a real motherfucker that deserve to be from over there. One of them War Hill motherfucker, but not no tall basketball.
So we'll be trying to get Brittany Griner back. So we
Hell no.
What y'all think?
Say,
He
bro,
tr-
you know what? I somewhat agree with him though.
Yeah, I agree
Because-
with his overall point. We were saying that in the other show, but he's trolling as hell. And then with the I'm gonna stand up for the national anthem. You what you sound like, bro?
Well, no, because that's the thing. She was one of them that didn't want to. Like that's the thing. Like she didn't appreciate America. You know, like I mean, I guess there's a lot of us who, you know, we got our issues, but okay, here you are, you just so happen to be get in trouble. Now you need the U.S. to come stand up for you, and you didn't want to stand up for it because I mean, you know, like I got well, I say my partner, but you know, he was a close associate that was in the NBA that, you know, stopped standing for the, you know, anthem, and you know, shit, things happen the way they happen, and you know, it is what it is. But you know, I think aside from looking at her and her specific situation, and we look at really how many people right here who, you know, 50 miles down the road, 100 miles down the road at a prison on some BS, the same shit, this shit that's legal now in a lot of states, and they still in there for years.
Yeah. Well,
And
I have to say this. I don't stand for the national anthem, bro. Like ever. I'm at school with my kids. I'm not standing for that shit. I stopped doing that when I was still in school. I don't
feel
fuck
you.
with. I do not
I,
fuck with that shit at all.
I hear what you're saying because
But
I'm on the same sentiment, but at the same what I'm talking about is how ironic it is that she's
right. That's what I'm
this
about to
public.
say. On the other hand, I'm not gonna be asking for y'all
Yeah.
them to come
Nah,
save me.
look, I'm not about to call Biden or Kamala or like nope. Look, I'm calling Ray and them, and look, bro, look, I got some people with some change that's going, you know, y'all let me, you know, let's make a deal. You know what I'm saying? Like shit. Shoot, maybe some of my people can move some of that dope y'all got coming over here. Now,
Something, bro. Shit. Can we get a cut? Let me read Elliot's comments. He says, Buddy is an Uncle Tom Sambo. Uncle Tom, not Sambo. He says, definitely a house nigga. Hold on. I'll never stand for the national anthem. And American flag is similar to the swastika, death written all over it.
yeah. Now I ain't gonna lie, bro. I mean, you know, like I said, he a troll, but on the real, he do speak a lot of truths and different things. It's just that his attitude with different people, I think, really just kind of rub people the wrong way. Because I mean, I don't like the way he moved in a lot of cases either. But you know, his overall point really, you gotta kind of hear him out sometimes. But you know, he like I said, I'm kind of afraid for him and his, you know, his existence.
He good. He got the feds and shit. He got them.
Nah, shit, them
Yeah.
feds ain't. Nah, I'm gonna tell you, them feds ain't got his back like that. I'm gonna tell you like that. Look. I'm just here to tell you, shoot, especially the niggas out the A. I lived in the A for a while. I know what they like. Shit, you come look.
Once upon a time, there was a man named Tebow.